And now it's time to give out the awards. Rabbi Fine, Rabbi Sobol come to the stage, and the Rabbi of Modin, Rabbi Chikotai. And Housing Minister Uri Ariel, and the Deputy Religious Affairs Minister, Rabbi Eli Dahan. 3 categories. First of all, the Barkai Prize for Community. This is broadcast live on Arutz Sheva, Hebrew and English. And now, Barkai Prize for the community that was strong at the time of Tzuk Eitan. The kibbutz of Sad in the south was strong. Of course, we're talking about the time of the war in the south. After dozens of years of Torah and Avodah, of Torah and work. And we saw in the last summer how also days of war, under fire, they did not only continue with their day-to-day work, they also helped local neighbors, local soldiers, of course, to help. And now the representative of Kibbutz Sad is coming to the stage to receive the award, as we said, especially for how they dealt with the complexity of the time of the war in the south this past summer. Now, of course, a photo op before saying a few words. For those joining us, we're at the Barkai Center for Rabbinic Training and Community Development Conference in Modi'in. Now, the representative from Kibbutz Sad is speaking. It says, don't be like a slave who acts to receive a reward. Rather, be someone who is not acting in order to receive a reward. When we received the notification that we are now receiving this award, but if you feel that we deserve this reward, who am I to say we don't deserve it? It's hard to forget the difficult summer that we went through. There's 4 elements that are behind the strength, the spiritual and faithful strength of Kibbutz Sad, and that's why the rabbi is with us here. He was actually in reserve duty during the war in the summer, but he was there for us to strengthen us spiritually. It's also the security strength, and that's why the security officer of Kibbutz Sad is with us here today. We also hosted 500 soldiers, and it's also the strength of the leadership of Kibbutz Sad. And it's, of course, the strength of being there for one another. I'd love if the youth would be here with me today. In the middle of the war, instead of canceling the special camp for disabled youth, they didn't cancel it. And they took it up north and held this important camp. We thank those who gave us this award. We thank the Barkai organization. May we always be those who help, give sad in Hebrew, and not those who receive help.
פרס ברקאי למפעל חיים לרב
And now, the prize for a rabbi, for Rabbi Avichai Katzin. Rabbi Katzin is a lecturer whose speeches in so many places. There's a long thing that I want to say about you, Rabbi. It's part of many, many educational projects. We received so many suggestions, so many people told us that we should give him a reward. Rabbi Avichai Katzin, here is your reward. Rabbi Lau, Knesset members, Rabbi of the city. Here's 30 seconds in what is being a rabbi of a community. Many years ago, it was the time between, in summer, I was in Tzfat, it was between Mincha and Ma'ariv. I met two yeshiva students with peot. They said, let's learn something. The other guy said, what are you, crazy? It's Ben Azmanim, it's when we don't have to learn. The other one said, the rabbi of a community is the one here bringing the word of Torah, of leadership. Rabbi Katzin is quoting Rabbi Lichtenstein of blessed memory. It's a mitzvah to learn in the day and at night, but it's especially unique learning at night. What is unique at night? We mostly learn in the day. Rabbi Lichtenstein says the Torah of the day is Torah of the Beit Midrash. The Torah of the night is the Torah of the day, when the person finished his work, he came home to community, he came back to his community, and that's the Torah of the night. The rabbi of the community is the rabbi of the Torah of the night, where it's not in the framework of yeshiva, it's everywhere, in the day-to-day life. I want to thank the people of Barkai who bring this Torah of the night and make it part of the day-to-day. Now, a few words in English. He mentions that it is something that comes from overseas, that in Chutz La'aretz, overseas, the rabbi of a community is something that is obvious. Here in Israel, this is something that we are learning now. We're learning from the communities overseas. It's an important mission. The Rabbi Katzin wants to thank his wife, his children, I want to end and prove why I don't deserve this prize. When I heard about this award for life work, life work means that I need to retire. But no, I'm not retiring anywhere. I'm continuing, and that's why I'm not, I don't deserve this reward. I have much more to do, and may all the rabbis here continue to make Torah bigger and enlighten the people of Israel with Torah.
יישר כוח על הדברים לרב, ולא לשכוח לקחת לא רק את
קטע ממוסגר, את התעודה, אלא גם את המעטפה. זה גם חשוב בפרסים, אתם יודעים. והקטגוריה השלישית והאחרונה, פרס ברקאי.
And now for the Barkai prize for the Gabaim, those people who are the arrangers, the directors sometimes of the synagogues, the Gabaim. Maimon Simchon, the veteran Gabbai of the Limud Torah synagogue, the Talmud Torah synagogue in Kiryat Tivon. In the recommendations for this reward, it says that the spirit of the synagogue, who takes care of the minyan, the prayers every day, he is more than 80 years old, and he is full of energy, taking care of the synagogue, modest and loved by the whole community. Maimon Simchon, the son, his son, will say a few words.
כבוד הרב של ראשי של טבעון, הרב בית אל, אבא, את המשקפיים, הפוך, אבא, מסירותך,
Father, your dedication to the synagogue in Kiryat Tivon is total, without compromising. Every day there are 3 prayers. The synagogue is active from the morning until evening, until night. The neighborhood around us is older, but the synagogue attracts young people, Hasidim, Ashkenazim, Sfaradim, and even people from the kibbutz. They come to pray, celebrate bar mitzvot, and other festivities. Father, your activity and the way you act so pleasantly brings people closer to Judaism and mitzvot. You bring the tradition from back in Morocco, and you make a special atmosphere of Shabbat. May we see you many years involved in the activities of the community. In the name of the family and name of the community, some people are here today. I want to thank the Barkai organization for this reward. Thank you very, very much.
תודה רבה לגבאי, הרב לאו נשאר איתנו לשני פרסים, לנציגי הציבור שנמצאים כבר על הבמה, לשר אורי אריאל, לסגן השר הרב בן דהן, תעודות הוקרה מטעם ארגון ברקאי. הנה כאן שתי התעודות, בבקשה. האמת שרצינו לתת לכם לא רק תעודות הוקרה, אלא גם צ'קים שמנים, אבל חשבנו שאולי זה בעיה מבחינת פוליטיקה, אז תעודות הוקרה.
Here are rewards for the leaders, for the politicians who are participating here today.
את התעודה כדי שאני אוכל להקריא. תעודה זו ניתנת בהוקרה לחבר הכנסת השר אורי אריאל, בונה הארץ ומיישבה בענווה ובחוכמה. זכות היא לנו להתברך נאמנה בידיד אמת, איש אשכולות, צנוע ומוכשר, שעשה לילות כימים לבנות את ארצנו לאורכה.
This is a reward for Uri Ariel, the housing minister, who acted and is acting towards the communities and the cities and the people of Israel and the land of Israel. Thank you, Rabbi Israel Meir Lau, who is leaving, the president of Barkai. Thank you for being with us here today. Good night.
תעודת הוקרה ניתנת לחבר הכנסת הרב סגן השר אלי בן דהן על התמיכה והעידוד.
Here's the reward for Deputy Religious Affairs Minister Rabbi Eli Ben Dahan, Knesset member, of course, for promoting the ideas of religion, the religious affairs institutions in Israel and around the world. We strengthen you.
דברי תודה קצרים מהרב, השר, סגן השר. בבקשה.
טוב, זו שעה שכל מה שהרב הראשי, הרב לאו אמר, בטלים, כי עכשיו זה סוד הצמצום. אז ברשותכם אני אומר לרב פיין ולרב סובו, שהם המנחים והמובילים והמפתחים.
Knesset member Uri Ariel thanks the founders of Barkai. Thank you in the name of the people of Israel, in the name of the nation of Israel. And I want to thank the families, the wives, and the friends that promote this. And thanks to them, this is happening. Thank God we are continuing, developing. Thank you very much. Good evening. This is Rabbi Eli Ben-Dahan, Knesset member Rabbi Eli Ben-Dahan. The idea of community rabbis is a big challenge because it's new as an official idea. This is something that didn't exist before. That the state was actually recognizing the community rabbis. It was a month before the elections when we got the final authorization for actual official roles, official people who would be taking care of these community rabbis. The State of Israel recognizes that the community rabbis are part of the state, and the state will support these community rabbis, and this is official. It's something that can't be canceled. The government, the close government, I believe, will continue with my vision of 1,000 community rabbis, support them to strengthen the Torah, to strengthen chesed, kindness, and the bringing of people closer together and closer to Judaism. Thank you, Barkai. Thank you to Rabbi Sobel and Rabbi Fine. Continue. Good luck.
תודה רבה. ולפני שהרב סובול יודה למקבלי הפרסים ולמודים, זה אומנם לא מתוכנן, אבל אחד התלמידי חכמים בקורס, הרב אלי שיינפלד, מבקש לומר בשם התלמידים מספר מילים. אז בבקשה הרב, ומוציא ספרים, בבקשה.
Now, Rabbi Yoni Schenfeld will say a few words. This is not part of the plan, but this will be short. Just like a blessed community needs help, needs support, and the rabbis try to be this support, but also the rabbis need this support. This learning here once a week is like oxygen for us. I wanted to say thank you for this whole life and this whole thing, this whole project, this whole enterprise. Thank you, Rabbi Soba and Rabbi Fine. They teach you to speak so short? That's good. No one will fall asleep on Shabbat evening. Rabbi Soba, please. A few words. First of all, thanking from all the heart all those who gave in their time. We want to thank you. Understanding the importance of strengthening the communal rabbis. I want to thank the Knesset members who came here and took part despite all the coalition talks. First of all, thank the rabbis. Of course, Rabbi Israel Meir Lau was here last week, we were in Chicago and we were fundraising. And someone said that there's one rabbi that he hopes will live forever, and that's Rabbi Israel Meir Lau. We enjoyed this speech, of course, with Rabbi Israel Meir Lau. Rabbi David Lau was supposed to come, and we thank him for the plan to come. He might come in the next few minutes. The rabbis of the city, thank you very much for joining us. And the many rabbis, of course, this is Barkai, so there's many rabbis, many important rabbis, thank you very much for coming. We hope that our center will bring blessing to the people of Israel and strengthen the communities and the rabbis of the communities. Kudos for all those who are part of this. May God pay and give you what you deserve. And may we gather in many conferences like this. Thank you very, very much.